Hey guys, it's Shannon with the Bama Nana Adventures. I'm out here today at Lake Lurleen again. Gonna try out my rain gear because it is raining today. It didn't rain yesterday as they predicted until later in the day. So I'm out here gonna try out some of my rain gear. Also brought a few other pieces of gear that I have in here that I'll be trying out a little bit later. I figured it'll be a good day to do it. There won't be many people on the trail. Actually, there are 0 cars in the parking lot except for mine, as you can tell. So should be a very quiet, peaceful day on the trail as I check out my rain gear with this drizzling rain. You can see the kind of the weather behind me there, but looking forward to it and looking forward to seeing what else we can see today. Thanks so much. One other thing I was going to tell you guys is I will be also starting today recording and tracking all my trail hikes that I do in preparation for the next year and getting ready for the Pinhoti and as well as the Appalachian Trail. So I'm going to record this today, so I'll let you guys know how it turns out. Alrighty, I made it back to the dam today for my day 2 hike. Came back out because it was raining. Let's see how it's looking out here today, but I'm getting a really good testing of my rain gear and my hiking poles. I want to let you see the dam, how much more it's coming over today. Hey guys, here's the bottom of the dam today with the rain coming in. It has really changed things as far as how fast this thing's going. And this is really, I mean, it's a consistent light rain, nothing like, not a downpour, but a consistent light rain. Maybe you can see rain hitting here on the beach. It or not, but it's consistent. But it has made this little dam at Lake Lurleen really flowing. Also wanted to give you a heads up, if you come down on a rainy day like this, this nice little bridge here over after the water is coming out of the dam, take caution, it is very slick. I had a nice little split on it earlier. Nothing hurt or anything, but it was a little slick in a few places, so be careful when you're out there on it. Okay guys, I just finished heating up my potatoes with garlic and bacon bits. Doesn't look bad. I wanted to give kind of an introduction of who I am, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. My name is Shannon, and as my channel says, I'm Bama Nana Adventures. Well, I'm not that. I don't have a trail name yet. But I chose that because I am from Alabama, and I have 4 grandchildren. They're not. They are great kids, but I have 4 grandchildren, and they call me Nana. So I thought, well, I wanted to share my adventures through the next year while I prepare to do some backpacking and through hiking. My original goal was to backpack the Appalachian Trail this year, and I have been collecting gear and things, but not really physically ready yet, and my husband is not yet emotionally ready for me to leave. He's just worried. He wants to make sure that I'm prepared physically, mentally, and everything before I get out there, and I don't blame him. I have a long way to go. I mean, I hiked yesterday 4 miles out and back to the dam. Today 4 miles out and back to the dam. I came back today because it was raining today, so I could check out my gear, which of course, you know, you're gonna get wet. It doesn't matter, but it works sufficient enough. It will be okay. It's mid 50s to 60s here in Alabama today. It was a light drizzle, it was not a downpour. I mean, I'm gonna get soaked regardless, but I want to get used to it. I also wore my Ultra long peaks, which I'll take a picture of them and show you how well I did it, but I was trying to get them dirty and get them in the water so I can see how they'll do. I'm prone to blisters and things. So I really want to find the best pair of shoes. I also have plantar fasciitis, so I want to make sure I find the best pair of shoes that I can. And according to several of the other hikers out there, which believe me, I've been following along with several of the great ones out there, and I think this is what's going to work for me. We shall see. But what I'm going to do over this next year is prepare to hike the Appalachian Trail next year. And I'm going to start training, which I started yesterday, training for this whole year and getting in preparation. And while I'm doing that, I want to document it for myself, for my family, and for others out there who might want to do this. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to hike the Appalachian Trail. I grew up in a family of 5 kids, great parents, and we would take a yearly trip to Bryson City, North Carolina, to the Deep Creek National Parks campground right inside of Bryson City. It was a primitive style back in the day. They kind of upgraded a little bit. They did have bathrooms there, but you could no showers. But we would go every year and camp tent, and I just fell in love with the Smoky Mountains. I fell in love with the outdoors. I've always loved the outdoors. I would rather be outdoors than indoors any day. And it was always a dream of mine. But I actually even did backpacking in high school. I was part of the Girl Scouts and did backpacking back then, and did some backpacking, but it was kind of it was really deep backwoods, no trails. We did tote maps, we did compass, we did all of that, and I did that for the longest stretch I did was a week, and I loved it. But then I graduated high school, got married, had kids, and life happened, and I continued to want to do it. I always ask everybody to do it with me. I had a couple people who said they would, but it never happened. My family members did not want to do it. My husband is not an outdoors person. This is not his rodeo, and there's a big joke behind that. But I have always went back to Deep Creek. I took kids from our church ministry back there, just trying to spread that love of the outdoors to them. And it just has really been on me after losing my brother and mother and father over the past several years. That life is too short. I want to do it, and I'm going to do it. I actually turned 52 last week. I bought my tent, my one-person tent last week, and I've been collecting gear over the last several months, getting in preparation to start training and shakedown and finding out what I need, what I want to do. So I'm going to let you guys follow along on my little journey. These are some of the things that I've gotten from the REI yard sales. This is one thing I found. One of the other hikers, and I can't remember who it was from their page, talking about trying to hike and doing it on a budget. This was one of the things that helped me a little bit, trying to find different things. This is the Stanley 2-person. It's the, I can't even remember. I'll put it in the comment section or down below description. I don't even know YouTube, guys, so just hang in there with me while I learn all of it. But I will put it in the description. I think it's a 24-ounce Stanley 2-cup, and so I purchased that. It actually had 2 cups that came with it, which I'm not going to use. I'm going to just use a fold-up collapsible cup, I think, or maybe not even a cup at all. I don't even know yet. I haven't figured all that out yet, so you're going to be along for the ride. But I wanted to try it out today. I also had gotten the MSR PocketRocket 2 mini stove at one of the yard sales at REI, so I was trying it out today because I took my lunch. This is my lunchtime. I came out here at lunchtime and hiked this, which I do not have a 9-to-5 job, so I'm very blessed that I can come out and hike. And my husband and I both are entrepreneurs, so it's easier for me to do that. But just heated up these little mashed potatoes with a little bit of garlic and these bacon bits, so I'm going to eat these right quick and then I'll get back to you.